Hugo, here you are. You're out the villa, back to life, back to reality. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm absolutely smashing. It's been good. You know, I've spent some time with my nearest and dearest in isolation, and now I'm back out in the big bad world, so I'm excited to see what's next.
I have been loving your TikToks. You've been so busy on the TikToks.
Well, I had to fill my time with something, so I thought, you know what, we'll smash them out, have some fun with it, and just engage with the followers, and it seems to have gone down well, so.
And I've heard on TikTok that your DMs are very exciting, so what's in the DMs?
I mean, to be honest, I think anything's going to be more exciting than my love life in the villa. So, yeah, maybe they're not that exciting, but in comparison, whew.
Right, well, let's talk about your time in the villa. Obviously, it was more like Friend Island for you.
Yeah.
What happened, Hugo?
Thanks for reminding me of that. In the first question, really appreciate that.
Sorry.
No, you know what? I was just myself, and I didn't want to force something that wasn't there, and I didn't think that was fair on me. I didn't think that was fair on anyone else who was on the receiving end of that.
But there was a few girls that came in specifically for you, but was it just not the right connection?
Yeah, and that's what made it even harder, because obviously they'd come in and they kind of outed me and beelined for me, and that's so flattering, absolutely lovely, but it doesn't mean it's reciprocated. It doesn't mean it's going to be the same way back, unfortunately.
And let's talk about Amy and that exit interview. Hugo, were you aware that she was like there when you said, my time in there's been tragic?
Yeah, so obviously I was aware, but you know, the question was directed kind of about my time in the villa. So it's kind of taken out of context a little bit.
So what happened with you and Amy? Because it seemed like things were going okay, especially after Casa and Moyes came back and there was this connection. What happened once you get back into the main villa?
Yeah, it was just different. I think it was your typical kind of lads holiday. You know, you go away and you meet someone and you think it's everything you want and more, but then you try it back home and it just doesn't really work out. And I just feel like I got a different Amy in Casa compared to the villa. Was
it a gradual thing then when you get back to the main villa? Was it gradual or was it like instant? You just felt like something was off?
Definitely gradual. It just wasn't the same. You know, like I think I gave the benefit of the doubt at the start because you know you go from little Casa to the big main villa and there's so many more personalities and people to meet, and I was like, oh, probably just settling in. It happens, you know.
Do you feel like there was a lot of pressure maybe on her because everyone was wanting happiness for you so much?
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's a bit of that. Yeah, I completely agree. But that's what we spoke about as well. We spoke about, you know, that pressure and, you know, that was what was kind of making it a little bit tetchy. And we kind of aired that and we said, look, let's just focus on us and see if we can move this forward or if we can't. And then that night was when obviously we both got dumped.
So when you came out and you did that exit interview, she felt as if you friend zoned her right away. Was it awkward between you two during like the quarantine time and stuff?
Yeah, it was a little bit awkward, yeah. Well, that's the thing, she didn't speak to me for 2 days and I tried to like have a joke and a laugh and just include in conversation, but nothing was said. So I was like, this is funny.
And then let's talk about Aftersun. Did you know that any of that was going to happen?
Well, I had the exit interview, so obviously I knew how she felt. So I was like, right, well, I kind of know how this is going to go and what her approach to this is going to be. So, you know, I just thought I didn't want to rise to it. I just wanted to, like, yeah, it's a shame you feel that way. I completely disagree with everything you've said. So.
And you said at the end, I felt like a green card to the villa. Do you still think that's the case?
Yeah. Yeah, I do, and that was the thing as well. Is like that's what everyone was worried about with me because obviously I go to Casa, I was the single guy. It's like whoever I went for me or whoever I went with, was that going to be the case? And that's kind of, I didn't think of it like that until you know I got the comparison to Casa compared to the main villain.
And have you guys spoken then? Are you on talking terms?
We haven't spoken, no.
Right, well, moving on swiftly from that situation, your speech to Toby.
That wasn't planned. You know, I did my speech and then just to be honest, and then it just all kind of like fell out of me. So yeah, I think Chloe appreciated it, and you know, I don't regret it at all. I said, if I had the opportunity again, I wouldn't change a thing, and I'd 100% do it again.
Did that make things awkward for you with the boys? Because people were saying, oh, he's broken bro code and all of that.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? It's 2021, like bro code and that. Yeah, it's a thing, but you're reading too far into it. I think me and Tobes, he understood, and he understood where I was coming from. I understood what he was saying. The big disagreement was why would a brother, family, best mate, etc., do that to a mate? And then for me, it was, you know, when my mates are wrong at home, we call each other out on that because we want them to do better and be better and make better decisions. Was
your decision clear though? Were you going to definitely pick Chloe?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like Georgia's the most sweet, loving girl. Obviously, it wouldn't have worked out for me and her, but it was sad that she didn't get more of an opportunity in there. But obviously, Chloe, has been there for me from day one through all the ups and all the downs. So as soon as it was those two there, the decision was very clear of who I was going to pick.
Is it a bit off-putting when a girl comes in as well and is like so for you? Is it a bit too much too soon? Do you feel like that's when you don't know whether it's genuine or whether it's because they know that you're looking for love?
Are you inside my head? Are you even this whole time? You know, it's super flattering. It's so flattering. And, you know, it's great because obviously I was at low and all that happened. And I was like, yes, it's amazing. But at the same time, it plays on your mind. When you've been in there for so long like I had, it definitely plays on your mind whether they want you for you or whether they want you for Love Island.
How are you feeling about everything now that you're out? Because I know obviously you didn't have the easiest journey in there.
I feel like when I left, my time had definitely come, potentially overdue.
But you went in there for love, right? You just didn't find it.
If I didn't want love and I wanted whatever else, I wouldn't have. You know, I wanted love. I didn't want to fake it. I didn't want the showmance.
And obviously with the PE teaching, can you go back to that after being on Love Island?
Dancing in a man thong with a gun, stripping on live television to the whole nation. Probably not the teacher vibe that people want. That hopefully, you know, those videos will die down at some point, and hopefully Mr. Hammond can come back.